Raw dropped to a 0.73 rating yesterday from Winnipeg. And what do I say time and time again? One key thing where you always see the ratings drop is where they put Kevin Owens in the main event. And once again, he was in the main event against Randy Orton, and the rating was down 0.73. CWE Canada wrestlers have done a few interviews on this channel. They're a Winnipeg-based company, and there was numerous CWE Canada wrestlers working as security guards on Raw. According to Dave Meltzer, The Undertaker is going to be in Saudi Arabia, likely doing some sort of angle with AJ Styles, who he's going to be wrestling at WrestleMania. Although it initially appeared that Hogan was going to be in Saudi Arabia this week, it's now looking like Hogan probably isn't going to be there. Meltzer says that there's something fishy about Rusev backing out of Saudi Arabia. He's claiming it's injury related. That could be it, but there's some belief that there might be something more to it, perhaps contractual issues. And I've had this question a lot, and Dave Meltzer actually answered this question. Fans have asked me on here, when wrestlers go from WWE to NXT, like Finn Balor, do they make less money? And Meltzer actually answered that a guy like Ballor makes the same guarantee, similar to what I had told you guys, which was what I had thought, makes the same downside guarantee, but less overall money because NXT, they do house shows. I don't believe they give a percentage of house shows, but for the most part, their house shows are very low attended. So if you're a wrestler making a downside guarantee, say your downside guarantee is 100,000 and you're wrestling for NXT, it's probably going to be close to 100,000. Whereas if you're on the main roster, it might be 200,000 or more. I've heard Chris Jericho say he's never made less than double his downside guarantee in WWE with all the bonuses. Samoa Joe has been suspended for a wellness policy violation. They haven't said what that violation is all about. And finally, in related to the big Qatar Championship Wrestling event that went down last weekend, it was in like a 21,000 seat arena. They brought in like 30 huge stars, including Rob Van Dam, who may have injured his ribs on the event. One of the Samoans, Lloyd and Noah, also known as Alofa, friend of mine, actually won the Qatar Championship Wrestling title. I did see video of it. The arena wasn't anywhere near full. Harry Smith told me that there was a crowd there, but it wasn't like packed or anything like that. There's a lot of money behind that show. Couple questions here. Why is Samoa Joe suspended? Mal F says that they've just announced that he's been suspended for 30 days. Krilling876, by the way, had a question for me, and I'll answer it now. Are we going to live stream the Great North Wrestling Annihilation event this Saturday, February the 29th? I was thinking of live streaming it on my personal YouTube channel, Devon Nicholson, which I've decided against doing because after talking to numerous companies that have done live streams in the past, apparently there's not much difference in viewership whether companies air events live or taped. It's the same deal with Raw if it's live or taped. They've found that it's very similar viewers. So I think I'd rather just edit the events myself and let them out on this channel pretty soon after it happens, but not live. So that's what I decided on that one. But yes, these updates are live for the people that pick on me. Sometimes if there's a mistake that happens or whatever, there was a few feed connections issues today. There's a snowstorm outside. It's supposed to be a terrible snowstorm here all day tomorrow too. So that has to do with the connection issues. Someone says this video is restricted. It must be approved for me to view it. I don't know if that's a joke or what. Seems weird. Joe is suspended at the same time he's injured. Rhonda, my finger hurts, says, well, we have seen that sometimes they will say the wrestler's injured, then it will come out that they're suspended. It's just the way it works. Who knows? He has had numerous concussions reportedly, but you never know with wrestling what's a work and what isn't a work. But Lufisto, the famous women's wrestler that's wrestling Jessica Black for the Great North Wrestling Women's Championship of Canada this weekend, did a Skype interview with me just about an hour ago, and I'm going to post that tonight very soon. So I hope you enjoy that. Lufisto actually beat Kevin Owens for the CZW world title, or whatever they call their main championship. So Lufisto holds a victory over him. So she is fighting for the Canadian title. That's going to be a good one. So yeah, thanks Dirty Games Room and Debro. Have a good night, everybody. I'm going to bed because I actually have been up. I had to go to Smith Falls to do publicity this morning. And I actually just stayed up all night, worked out at the gym at 4 a.m, then drove there to do publicity, then drove home. I had a bunch of stuff to do, so I'm going to go to bed soon. I've been up for a long time. Bye.